35 degrees and light rain. We are just skirting by, not having any ice out there. I hear we might get a slight glazing tomorrow morning before we wake up, but just as soon as the sun comes up, it's going to be gone. Tux has been on the heating pad up there. Since it's raining, I'm feeding them in here. Just don't leave food in here at night. Don't want possums and raccoons coming in. But they can eat and be dry, so that's good. Run, Donnie, run! Run, Forrest, run. I see my boys here, both of them. Same with them. I don't mind putting food over here in the mornings or even in the afternoon. But whoa! I went into a hole. I am okay. I fell. Morris. Stripey! They ran, unfortunately. It scared them when I fell, but still come back. Stripe! Stripey! Come on, bud. Let's go. Your food's over here. Let's go. I am headed to my robotics student's house with the big piece of black poster board stuff with the white electrical tape on it, so he can continue practicing coding some of the things we need for SumoBot, and just for, you know, growth in how to program the robot. It's chilly. We'll know in a minute what the outside temperature really is, but I don't suspect 43 degrees is too far off. And it's raining, and it's just not nice out there again. We're just going to have rain pretty much for days on end here. But it is February, and so I kind of expect clouds and some precipitation in February. Yep, not a pretty day. I am meeting Michelle still today, but she asked if we could meet at 2:30. She had something going on this morning, and I said okay. We also are expecting Tesla Mobile Service today to come out and put the Homelink into Jules. We received an act of kindness from a viewer who ended up not using the Homelink that they had purchased and passing it on to us. And so I'm pretty excited about that. That would make my getting Jules in and out of the garage a little bit easier. You know, Dawn is using Google and automation to open the door. But it's just not as convenient as hitting the button on the screen, which I'm used to with Ruby. So, yeah. So, Dawn's currently on a phone call. Mobile service is not supposed to be here before noon. I'm really hoping that they come noonish, either that or come 4:30ish. So, I can be there, both because, you know, of Dawn's work and, me wanting to just, you know, film a little bit of a segment for the channel. I told Don if I'm not home, he's responsible for filming. I hadn't heard back if they got the coda started, but I did just go past Inline Auto Sales, and I saw it, and I saw it was plugged in, so I probably should ping the nice guy over there and ask him, although I wouldn't want to go take it for a drive today. You know, if I needed to run out on an errand today, at least it's not during rush hour and there's not a lot of other cars out here besides me. I can just, you know, put it on traffic aware cruise control. I probably could switch to autopilot even and just enjoy the drive. There's a red light. I hit the brake. I made the drop off, but I don't want to go back the way I came, so let's watch Ruby reroute us. Yeah, that's the way I want to go. Back 5042 instead of 401. When I got back in the car, Ruby's center screen was rebooting. So that's happened a couple times on this most recent software release. Not concerning, and it really didn't cost me any time because by the time I got buckled in, she was ready to go. But you know, would prefer not to see that happening. Not a big deal, as long as you know, it's not MCU chip related versus just software said, let's reboot. bridge that has been redone now, but used to flood out all the time, and the water is high underneath it. It is high. Porter Farms and Nursery here is still closed. They won't open until spring. Going past my old neighborhood here. It just sort of pains me to drive down there, so it's best not to go. Look at what they did with my house and my yard. Not that it's horrible or anything, it was just kind of hard to stomach. This neighborhood here on the left is all new. Farmland converted to homes. Still building in there. That's less than a year old. I'm over here by the Willow Springs / Fuquay Varina High School, and I want you to know as I turned the corner there was a Fuquay city limits sign. So it is in the city limits of Fuquay, the Willow Spring High School. Yeah, Willow Spring is not incorporated, and it spans 3 different zip codes. It's really odd. Harnett, Johnston, and Wake counties over here in this eastern corner of southeastern corner of Wake County. Yeah, nobody's back in school here in person until the 15th, which is coming up on Monday. They're sending out all kinds of emails about expectations and what the students are supposed to do. Now, this doesn't apply to Johnny because we signed up for virtual in the spring, but for any families that signed up to report in person on a rotating cohort basis, they start back on the 15th. Lots of people with lots of opinions about what to do with the kids. I'll just stay out of the middle of it. There is not a soul over here at South Park besides me. I sat with him as long as I could tolerate the cold. I should have put on my headgear, my wrap. When I went to leave, he grabbed my leg. Don't leave me. I'd been up there over 10 minutes. I get it, though, that he wants more. Poor guy. I told him I'd be back before it gets dark. So our favorite mobile Tesla guy is here today in his Model S. I just love seeing that come down the driveway. Yeah. Yeah, it looked great coming down the driveway, let me tell you. Yeah. So to install this Homelink thing, you got to take the Frunk out. That was just a guess on my part. Figured that was the case. And so why the scary, like, don't open this under penalty of death on the box, if you're allowed to say?
I think it's just to make sure it's a legit Tesla component.
Okay.
There's a lot of eBay stuff floating around right now.
Sure.
That may or may not work once you install it. So.
Right.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was figuring, well, if you order it from Tesla, it comes in the box from Tesla, all ready to go. You know that this is the person versus they took it out of another car and you've already installed. In other words, the installation is like included in the $300.
Correct. Yep.
So
why would you want to fool with it yourself, I guess, when a nice person like you could come out and put it in if it's included?
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, it still needs a configuration change to tell the car that it actually has that system. So if you still get the eBay one, you're still stuck with needing a configuration change.
Okay. Don had put it in the front just in case on appointment day we were floating around somewhere and wanted you to meet us at Carry or something, Whole Foods, install it while we're at Fall Fees, but we're good. We were good, and we didn't open it prior to Rick coming to install it, so we know it's official and all that good stuff, but I've just taken a picture of it here before before it gets put in the car.
yeah, it's got a fancy little holder bracket
And again,
thing.
this is the Homelink door
So
opener.
this is like, oops, holds it in the car, and this, it just slides in there. I assume it snaps in there
Flip it
permanently.
to 180.
So Rick's working with the confines in here in the garage because it's at least 15 degrees warmer, no wind and no rain in here. And there is a config update required, so he's hooking up to the car so he can put on the config update. Then he's going to dive into the Frunk.
So the good news is we do have the blanket came from, was built with the blanket on the heat pump compressor. And, you know, we've got the, I don't know, the little paper thing on the expansion valve, whatever that is, for the air conditioner. Who knows? So it took Rick all of like 30 seconds, maybe to, well, let's say a minute to 90 seconds to install the little transponder thing. You know, you can't even see. Oh, there it is. That's it right there. This is it right here. You can see just a little piece of it. And that's how long it took.
That's it.
So
quick and easy.
So I bet it takes me longer to program and get it working with my garage door than it took him to put it in there.
Certainly would.
Don's in the garage with Rick finishing up the Homelink install. I am headed to meet Michelle. It just worked out this way today. And it's only 36 degrees out here. Did I say it was 40 something earlier? It is not 40 something. It is a chill 36. So it's, yeah, solid 15 degrees warmer in the garage right now. This is fellow man. Just like the people that pick it up at the supercharger. Guess I'm gonna pick it up here. I got a plastic bag. Hey girl. I couldn't see around the big truck. I thought you were here, so I just walked inside.
I saw your car. I'm like, oh no, somebody took her. She's not in there.
Funny. Trying to see with my mask on and steamed up if these are Mega Blocks or Legos. The sorry answer is not Lego. And it does matter. To me, anyway. Flip it. Score, Groot, Marvel, Mermaid Kisses, and Starfish Wishes. We're looking out on the mermaid stuff. I tried to not come to the frame area, but I found you something anyway. It's real stained glass. It's really pretty. It looks like it belongs at your house. These are cute, but what's that supposed to mean? A chick and a magnet? I don't get it.
A chick magnet.
Oh, geez. So silly. We're getting excited about socks. Well, it's getting to be that time of year. Michelle says this dress looks a lot like hers. It's very pretty. Very pretty. And there's quite a few to choose from here. This dress, this one's, I'm going to say it's way too big for you. What size was it? It was, I don't know.
Yeah, mine was $800, so.
That's $99 here, but that one, this one's meant to be taken in. I mean, it's like a real quality dress. I'm sure you couldn't buy it new for $99.
No, I paid $800 for mine.
Wow. Look at that.
Wow, great. It's like, are you going to a wedding or a prom?
Right, well they got prom dresses here too. I want this to be the right size. I see it every week for like 4 or 5 weeks and I want it and it's the wrong size. Not only is it pink, Victoria's Secret merchandise, and it will fit Ariel, but if she goes on walks in the evening, she'll be visible. Marie Osmondahl. Happy Valentine's Day. When I see you next week, it better not be this cold and raining. I'm saying it now. I'm calling it now. Bye. Oh, thank you, Ruby. Oh, it's not pleasant out there. It's not at all. It's 35. I don't like it. Well, we were in there 2 hours and 45 minutes. Wasn't very crowded today, so I felt totally comfortable in there. Really was not. There was just the right amount of people for COVID. If you ask me, it was fine.
To become more fuel efficient. You put that together and it means that drivers are buying less gas. And that means less gas tax revenue. That's a problem when that revenue pays for more than half of the state's transportation budget. WRL's Brian Schrader explains who might have to pay more in registration fees to help make up the difference.
I recently talked with a group of Tesla owners in the Triangle, and they love their electric vehicles.
Love how quiet it is, love how fast it is, love all of the tech in the car.
Let's just say I'm probably going to hit 190,000 miles on mine sometime this week.
But they do have to pay a little extra to own those cars in North Carolina. It costs about $39 a year to register your gas-powered vehicle here. Electric vehicle owners pay an additional $140 registration fee each year. It's designed to make up for lost gas tax revenue. As vehicles become more fuel efficient, that stream of money to pay for transportation projects is shrinking.
The program we have now that relies on gas tax is not sustainable. It's not going to meet our needs for the future.
Former Raleigh Mayor Nancy McFarland co-chaired the DOT's NC First Commission. Its job, looking at the challenges facing North Carolina's transportation system in the future. And the commission recommends the state increase fees on electric vehicles and maybe even add fees on hybrid vehicles.
They're not buying gas, or they're not buying gas in the same amounts for a hybrid that other cars are, but yet they're doing the same amount of damage to the roads.
The electric vehicle owners I
That's
interviewed
me.
said they understand the state's predicament.
We're not expecting to be paying less or, pat on the shoulder because we're driving an EV.
They said they just want to make sure all vehicle owners are paying their fair share. I'm Brian Trader, WRAL News.
I know an electric vehicle owner who's not happy about that at all. McFarland said there isn't a single answer to the problem. She said the report provides a menu of possible solutions. Other ideas include increasing the state sales tax while cutting the fuel tax and increasing the sales tax on vehicle purchases.
So we've had dinner and we're out here to program the Homelink because the guys didn't do that this afternoon. And just so you can see, yes indeedy, the Frunk is all back together. Good as new.
Yeah.
These guys take the little bucket thing out to do service on the cars all the time.
Yeah.
And it's no big deal.
Right. I agree.
Don had the Frunk out on Ruby one time.
Yeah, this is way easier. It's only like 4 or 5 fasteners
On the Y.
on the Y, and it's like 15.
12,
It's a
16,
lot of them
something,
on
a lot on the X.
Yeah, you
Yep.
better have an extra battery if you're going to do the X.
For the screwdriver.
Yeah, for your drill driver, right.
Yeah.
So, very appreciative that we've got this new Homelink. Thanks to a viewer, it's passed it along to us. That was very kind of them. And I'm looking forward to using it.
I'm looking forward to not watching Don fumble, dare I say, with his phone.
Right. I would tell you, first of all, the Google Assistant worked well. It didn't work fantastic. It worked okay. It'd be nice if you could get the Google Assistant through the speaker on the car. Because what would happen is the phone would connect Bluetooth to the car. But when you push the button on the wheel to say, navigate to XYZ, that doesn't go to the phone, that goes to the car. And when you say, open left door, that doesn't go to the phone. The car says, I don't know what you're talking about. And Rick and I had a conversation about that. We're both very hopeful that soon the voice command is going to have things like, indicate if you have the Bluetooth, if you have the Homelink thing. Rick didn't say this was going to happen. We're both just speculating it's going to happen. Where you could say open, in our case, we call it right door and left door.
Right.
And the garage door will open or close, or something along those lines. So we'll see.
Well, I did yesterday or the day before get down the driveway, stop, look back at the house and went, oh, Ruby's door is still open.
That's right.
And I did go in on my phone to devices. And I did use that switch on Ruby's door to shut the garage door without having to turn around out in the cul-de-sac and come all the way back up the driveway. And I saw it. It closed lickety-split. So they're a value add to us, even if it's not our general.
That's right.
We can tell the status of the door if we're not at home. We can make sure they're closed.
That's right.
If you get down the driveway and like, oh, darn, I thought I pressed the button, but it's not closed, you can close it from...
Even when you're out of Homelink range.
Exactly. So I have used it once this week. It was definitely for the amount. It wasn't a lot.
That's right.
That we put into putting those switches on. They're still worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where's the Homelink on here?
It's in the upper right
corner.
corner,
I see it.
Opposite from where it is on the X.
On the X, just to keep me guessing. Okay.
Yeah.
And then create Homelink. Let's do that. That's what we're going to do, right? And enter a name. So we want Jules, right?
For the Homelink?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say...
Or do we want left door?
I think you should say left door.
Okay.
The reason is that way it matches Ruby.
Right. Ruby's doesn't say
left
Ruby.
Door and right door.
Right. Well, hopefully too. I think I have an extra space in there. Do I have an extra space in there? Yeah. Okay. Add new Homelink.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, how was I guess I was supposed to hit enter. I messed that up. Okay, well. There. All right.
Now, it's really,
Select the Homelink transmit mode for the left door that is compatible with your receiver. Standard mode or D mode.
I think it's standard mode.
Yeah.
Now, it's very important when you're doing this Homelink stuff to read the instructions and do exactly what it says.
Right. I'm going to go out on a limb.
Yeah.
And you and I have done Ruby's door 2 or 3 times. When we had the new MCU put in, we had to do it. And then we had the MCU2 upgrade and we had it. We've done it 3 times. And it's worked perfectly every time.
Yeah, so let's just
and
make a
I'm just
liar
going
out
to
of us
say
now.
it's going to work perfectly this time too.
That's right. Okay.
Now that I've jinxed us. All right. So set mode. We're good. Stand in the front of the car and point your remote at the bumper. Press and hold the button until the headlights flash. May take up to 30 seconds. Press and hold.
Okay.
Okay. Tap continue to move to the next step so the car is happy. The car knew that happened. All right. Press the learn button on your garage door opener, usually located behind its cover. But Don assured me we didn't need to move Jules out to do this. An LED may illuminate to indicate that the opener is ready to learn. Return to your Model I and tap the continue button below. So do you see the little light? Okay. And it says it is training.
That's it.
Training complete. Tap continue to move to the next step. Your new Homelink is now programmed. To verify that it's working correctly, tap the left door button above. Note. Huh?
I got to turn.
I'm going to press save because I think we're good.
Okay, you should be able to do it. It's ready to test.
It's ready to test. All right. Oh, it was.
Took the safety off the garage door. You there?
Yay! Yay! I'm happy. I was not happy that Don was going to not get Homelink. I just wasn't.
Yeah, I know. I heard about it several times.
All right. And I'm sure I'm going to press it and it's going to go back down. Left door. Sending the little signal again and down it goes. That's so cool. It works like Ruby now. Jules isn't a second-class citizen anymore.
Right. You're special.